Hi, I'm Dave Slotton, VP of Product Marketing at Tripp Lite. Today I want to introduce Tripp Lite's patent-pending three-phase Rack ATS for 208-volt environments. This system is comprised of two elements, a 1U rack mount ATS and a vertical power distribution unit that distributes power throughout your rack. Dual inputs are shown here on the left, power output on the right of this lower illustration, output circuit breakers. It's a very simple solution that operates at very high reliability. A traditional solution for high-density racks requires two three-phase PDUs to distribute power to dual power supply equipment. Tripp Lite's solution requires still two feeds, obviously, for redundancy, but instead those feeds go into a Rack ATS and deliver power to a single vertical PDU. At 30, 50, or 60 amp capacity, that's 8, 12, or 17 kilowatts of redundant power distributed throughout the rack, and opens up a new possibility for server design as well. In high-density applications customary to the cloud, high volumes of web servers, Hadoop nodes, and whatnot have, by their nature, a resilience, a reliability in their aggregation. So a single hardware element or even a single rack failure is not mission critical to the overall mission. We understand this, and these cloud providers understand it, that pushing a three-phase Rack ATS such as this to the rack level does introduce a single point of failure. But the nature of these loads and their inbuilt innate resiliency allows that to be an acceptable compromise because of the benefits that are afforded by this different approach. Those benefits from single power supplies are substantial. Eliminating the hardware cost of a secondary power supply, its power cord is very substantial on the front end of capital costs. Also, operating at higher efficiency levels because your power supply is operating at a higher load level can reduce power and cooling costs. Using less space in the rack is obviously a benefit in all applications. Eliminating the secondary vertical PDU and power cord is wonderful, simplifying cable management, improving airflow and organization, simplified network power management because we're managing one device, not two, and even reducing rack weight and floor loading can have seismic considerations. This all adds up to a tremendous amount of savings. Here we illustrate a 60 amp load can deliver over $17,000 in savings over 5 years. One of the innovations, an important innovation in this three-phase ATS is dealing with unsynchronized sources. The nature of any data center A-B feed to a cabinet is the sources are likely to be unsynchronized. Certainly you need to be able to plan for that. Tripp Lite deals with that. This patent-pending architecture, this patent-pending solution is the first of its kind to be able to deal with three-phase unsynchronized sources at the rack level. Any data center application is going to have to accommodate unsynchronized sources, certainly in three-phase. We do this. Here we have scope traces dealing with unsynchronized sources, here from primary to secondary, and this slide from secondary back to primary. You can see very clearly that these phases pre and post transition are out of phase with respect to each other. All of this is accomplished reliably and in under 6 milliseconds. This reliability, of course, is a given. Efficiency is a given for anything you're choosing to deploy, certainly at scale in your data center. Tripp Lite solutions here, reliability tested, proven in the field, thousands deployed today, delivering efficiency above 99%. Again, choose your three-phase ATS. On the top half of this screen, 30 amp, 50 amp, or 60 amp varieties. Pair it with a vertical PDU to distribute that power to all of your equipment, and you're on your way. I'm Dave Slotton. This is our three-phase Rack ATS at Tripp Lite. This is patent pending, and we'd like to work with you on your next data center design. Thank you.